God codes might. So we're now on working through the 7 stages of the God codes, different stages of consciousness. And this evening's is on might, to be able to unleash that power of you into your life system. And the power of opening up your strength also can mean the courage to look at oneself. On our healing journey, we're designed not to look, to deflect. So you need strength, you need courage to look at thyself. And everything that is a reflection on the outer world is really a reflection of those parts of you or aspects of you that you have not accepted in your system or in your life. Now, a lot of the shadow aspects that we hold within us are not even from us, and they're from further back in the system. So with everything that's happening, for example, with the elections going on, because you're talking about a country that has a lot of power all over the world. So this is where it's bringing up the shadow aspects, the illusions that I don't want to look at, the parts I don't want to hear, I don't want to see, I don't want to feel, I don't want to know. So at the moment, there's a huge conflict in the system because there's showing up the parts of separation or destruction or manipulation where people do not want to address and do not want to know. So might is really needed in the system at the moment to look deeper, deeper, deeper into your own systems, into your own lives, into your own hidden fears, anxieties. So for me, might is key at the moment. Tomorrow, then we're going to have 2 webinars, and they're on knowledge of creation and destruction. When you create, you destroy. When you destroy, you create. So creation and destruction are both one of the same things. And it depends where that's coming from. So I'm going to go very deeply into the knowledge of creation and destruction, and then how to navigate that within your lives and within aspects of creating new lives or walking on your destiny, to be more self-reflective, to know how to work with systems and how to manifest and create systems. And then we're going to bring in the awareness, the awareness that you are the creator. So this webinar series has really given the building blocks to reflect, to know thyself, to know that, am I reacting from a fear, from a family trait, from an anxiety, from something I haven't addressed in my system, or is it truly coming from my core? And this webinar series really supports you to navigate that truth within inside you, because you need to find that truth inside you and the answer within you. It's only you who has that answer deep within your system. And it's not to give your power away or responsibility away to anybody. And so many of us, and the ancestors too, have been giving our responsibility of our food away, our life away, our health away. So this is where we need to recreate new systems and really go back to basics, and to create our own lives, new systems. And actually the new systems I feel are closer to our further back ancestral systems, because they were living off the land, they were self-sufficient, and they didn't need anybody. So this is where we're going. So it's stepping out of the hive mind and back into creation, that you are a creator and you're bringing coherence back on all levels of your life. Your body knows how to heal, for example. It's just about bringing coherence back into the system and clearing the toxins and clearing the emotional toxins and the dissociation from your system. So I look forward to holding space this evening. And I want to thank everybody who's part of the webinar already, everyone who's going to drop in later, because as you're working within your own system, because we're creating the whole thing, you are changing it for everybody. You're changing it for me, you're changing it for everyone. And it only takes one drop in the ocean to change the entire ocean. And as we are moving forward back into our creator state and dropping back into consciousness and stepping out of fear, anxieties, and we're looking at our shadows and we're not driven by our shadows, then we're setting ourselves free. And as we set ourselves free, the whole system, which is not creation, will be revealed and will collapse. And really, what's coming up at the moment, what I'm observing is on the first surface, the first level, it's a smile. It's nice. It's saying the things that you want to hear. And beneath that, there's a different intention. So I almost like have to look 7 layers back to see what is really the truth and what is really the intention and what is really going on in the system. Because this is the time of the illusions, of the shadow, of the manipulators, of the sheep, the wolves in sheep clothing. So it's time to address and ask questions that when you hear someone or someone shows up, is it truth and where is that coming from and what is the intention behind it? Also with leaders, to be a leader, you really should look at the results of their own system. So how are their family? How are their children? How do they take care of their own homes? Is there something in the family system that they haven't addressed? Because if a leader stands up to be a leader, and this leader has got problems within his family, his or her family system that has not been addressed, and the kids are off track, that is a representation that this leader cannot take care of his or her own home. And if someone cannot take care of their own house, when they lead a country, can they take care of the new house? Because a new house, the country, is the home, is the children, or are the children. So it's really, really important to look deeper, investigate, and ask questions. And someone who wants to take from you or steal from you or will never tell you that they're going to take from you or steal from you. So that's where you need discernment and you need to look deeper into the system. You will be made promises, you will be made feel safe, they will say all the nice things to you, but what is behind the systems? So I'll be doing this webinar later and I look forward to seeing you there. Have a beautiful day and thank you for your support. Oh, if anyone wants to be part of the webinar, who hasn't been part of it, the links are there on my website, so you can purchase them there, and you can have all the other webinars, and then we'll be going live later. If you can't make it this evening, you can watch them at your own convenience. It works in your vibrational feed, and all the webinars should be repeated, so it'll work in your system. So don't worry about if you miss the live, you can really drop into any of the webinars at any time. And all the webinars on the website are building blocks on themselves. Have a beautiful day.